And I'm back with Armen and Helen. Now, going back to the subject that we were talking about as far as getting the dancers and what we will see that evening, what do we anticipate to see?
That there is going to be a love story. So when the show opens, that's going to be the introduction, where it's going to show me and my partner teaching our kids how to dance, how to behave, and stuff like that. And then they're going to show a couple of moves, couple of dances and stuff. And then tragedy is going to happen. And there's
you don't want to say everything.
Yeah, we don't want to say everything. Just a little brief.
Just a little bit.
Sure, no problem.
And then,
yes. So we're going to kind of like lose each other. And then we're just going to end up in different part of the world. And then we're going to go through different countries to look for each other.
That's how the different cultures and dances will be introduced.
Exactly.
So
thank you,
like
Helen.
To connect to the love story.
Yes. So going through one country to the other, we're going to see all the different cultural dances, and we're going to meet all these dancers. And of course, end of the show, we are going to meet again in probably in Argentina. And that's how we are going to end the show. Of course, I want to end the show in a good note. So, because when we were trying to think about the theme, people were always telling me, "Oh, don't do like a tragedy because you have to have something
life
happy."
Is already, right.
But I'm like, life is all ups and downs. I mean, if there is happiness, there is sadness too. So we will have a little sadness at the beginning of the show, but I want everybody who is going to come to our show, I want their mood to be up, because the end is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be, actually not the end, it's the whole thing is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be
as
happy.
We saw through the commercial, it looks like a beautiful performance, and I'm sure that we will not want to miss, and I think that ballroom, hip hop, Argentina, the dancing, I mean, it just motivates you. It brings your spirit up. I think dancing, music brings spirit up. And nowadays, I think whatever we could do to have a little bit of happiness and enjoyment, especially being Father's Day, I'm sure all the little girls would love to take their dads or their parents to see a performance like this, and see beautiful dancers and Mr. X and all the other performers. You had a little surprise for us. Are you going to tell us a little bit about the third performer?
Yes, sure. The third performer, actually, probably like most of you guys will know, the Third Street Promenade. Every day, every time when I go there, every Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, when I go there, I love to dance. And whenever there is like some good music playing, I always dance with my partner or with my girlfriend. And there is this Italian guy. He's very, very talented, and he's very professional. And every time I was going there, I was like, well, I have to really like hire this guy to come and be on stage and show that he's very talented. And it's not only the Third Street he can sing, but he can also be in a bigger stage, because he's extremely talented. And every time when we would pass by him, all my friends, they will go, and I will just like kind of like
we want to stay and watch.
Yeah, I was always staying and watching and dancing, and then it was one of my wishes to do my show and hire him to be part of it. And when I told him, I said, like, I'm gonna have a show and I would love to have you at my show, he was very excited, and he's like, oh, I would love to be part of your show. And then I said, so because this year we're gonna have a theme, and we have to have some scenes, I said, how about if we bring the Third Street on stage, and so we're gonna have you actually just like a real like street on the street, and we're gonna have people walking and giving you money when you're singing and stuff. So actually, it's gonna be like a real Third Street, but on Alex Theater's stage.
But in Alex Theater's stage. How wonderful.
So yeah, that's how it's going to be. That's our going to be third singer. His name is Leandro Arturo. He's originally from Italy, but he in young age he moved to Venezuela, and he lived all his life there. And I think 4 or 5 years ago he moved to Los Angeles, and he has his career right now here, and he's working with me right now. We're both
wonderful.
happy.
So your passion and your vision came true, and you're going to have him. And He will be introduced to hopefully a lot of the. Now, is your guests going to be Americans, Armenians?
Actually, it's going to be a mixed crowd. I think Helen was there too, and I mean, yeah, it's going to be American, it's going to be Hispanic, because it's for all crowds. I mean, we have all our dances are salsa, Argentine tango, Armenian, hip hop, break dance. We have modern, contemporary, Bollywood. We have world dances, so I think it would be interesting for
everybody.
For everybody. I mean,
and
for
all
different
age groups.
nationalities. For yes. And this year we're going to have pole acrobatic dance too. That is going to be incredible. It's going to be something unusual. That it's it's going to be beautiful. So we want to see you guys in our show, which is going to be in June 16, Alex Theater. It's this Father's Day. We have only 4 or 5 days left. You're more than welcome to purchase your tickets. You can call 818-265-0506. That's ticketmiket.com. If you have any general information about the show, you can call my cell phone, 323-428-3722.
You're doing my job, thank you. We are going to go on a break, and then we'll be right back, and then I'm going to ask you a question about your history and how you became a dancer and what motivated you and what age you started.
Sure.
So we'll be right back after a few minutes.
Սիրված դերասան, սիրված երգիչ, Արման Նշանյան։ Միայն մեկ համեր, սիրված երգեր, հունիսի 15-ին ժամը 8-ին, United Community Church, նվագախմբի գեղարվեստական ղեկավար Արմեն Ահարոնյան, տոմսերի համար զանգահարել 818 265 0506։
And we're back. I would like to mention that on June 16th at the Alex Theater, we will be seeing a wonderful performance of LA's best dancers in the city of Glendale, performing at 7 p.m. For tickets, please call ticketmiket.com or 818-265-0506, as everybody is already that knows ticketmiket.com. Armen, how did you start? What age did you start dancing?
Since I was 5-6 years old, I actually, it's an interesting story because I never thought that I would be a dancer, because my family, they were always pushing me to become a violin player because that was my grandfather's dream, and he had a big role in our family. Everyone loved him, and all Armenian families, if grandfather or grandmother likes something, the grandson, you have to do it.
You have to.
And so I followed for 7 years, and I was taking violin classes, but I always wanted to dance, but just because I was very shy always. When we were I was always talented in dance, but if some people will put attention to me, I will stop dancing. And then I think at age of 11 or 12, I realized that I'm not going to go anywhere like that if I'm going to be shy. I have to come out from that zone, and I have to be a little more comfortable, and I have to just show people that I'm talented in that way. And then it was in Armenia, and I started going to a rhythm barain studio, dance studio in Armenia with Armen Antonyan, and he was my first dance teacher back in those days. And then danced until I was 18. I was taking ballroom, salsa classes, and then I moved to California in 1998 when I was 18, and I started taking, it was a wonderful opportunity here I had, because there was such a variety of dances I could take, and and I started continuing my dancing career here and until now.
Now, what would you like in your future? What is your goal for the future?
For the future, I would love to have my show bigger and bigger. I would love to have more crew at my. I mean, now we have Helen and we have other crew members, but I would love to have more people working. As I mean, it's gonna get a bigger show, and I would love to do the next one in Greek theater. That was always my dream. And then, obviously, I want to take my show to different countries to present LA's best dancers. I want to travel with my dancers. That's my dream. That's my goal.
Now, the dancers are, every year, do they change? Do you audition every time? Or these are the dancers from last year and the years before? Or do you always have auditions for new talent?
We do have dancers from last year's, but they're going to perform different numbers, different costumes. Everything is going to be different. The ones that they stayed with us. But we also have dancers that we hired this year, and they're new, and we never had those dance styles actually in the other two years. So that's how it's going to be this year. So some dancers from last year's and some dance groups they're going to be just new.
How is it organizing an event like this? How difficult is it?
I'm going to ask that question to Helen, because all this time she was so quiet.
You know, it's easy with Armen because he loves what he's doing, and I love working with him, and I also love the dance and the art, everything that is beautiful, and this is beautiful. It's art, and to answer that question that you asked, whether we're going to have different dancers, yes, because Armen loves variety and Armen loves people, and he just is always looking for new, and people love him as well. Like, I've changed his name, so I've changed this name of this show. There is this show, you know, Everybody Loves Raymond. In my case, Everybody loves Armen. So, and whoever meets him, whomever he meets, that's the beauty of Armen, because he loves people. And he just loves the love, and he loves the beauty, and his love for art and beauty and for people is so contagious that people right away fall in love with him. So therefore, even if he has the people that are still with him follow, he wants to add more. Therefore, we'll have more dancers this year.
Right.
And so that's what it is. But it's always fun. Working with Armen is fun because we share a lot of interest, we have a lot of things in common. It's not just work, it's fun doing something. Therefore, for us, it's not
you have to
work,
love
it's
what you
creation.
Do. And it shows that you have a lot of passion.
Oh, he does. He does. He has a lot of passion for creation. And yeah, that's
this creation that you have, which you have obviously done, how long does it take to put something like this together?
I think we're working on this one for probably
a year?
Maybe a year.
Yeah.
And
because the auditions and all
and
that.
you're the choreographer. You do everything.
I'm one of the producers. I'm the choreographer, and actually, it's interesting because this year's theme, Helen came up with that, and I'm very open to, because all my friends, they're into art and they're very creative, and she came up with that idea about how we should have the theme for this year, and I thought about it, and I'm like, that's a great idea. And then we start kind of think more about it, and we start more developing and kind of making it more interesting and adding things, and that's how we have the show this year. So.
And if somebody wants to participate in the dances, as far as your classes, it's only on Wednesday nights, or are there different nights open to public?
Actually, for Wednesday nights, I teach two classes. The first class that I teach, which starts 6:45 to 8:15, that's an adult class. There is no age limit. From 8:15 to 9:15, I have kids class. That's from 6 to 16, and then I also train for the shows and for the events. That's on Sundays from 10 to 12. It's the same studio.
Well, thank you very much for being on Lights on LA. I would like to ask everybody again, please come June 16th, 2013, 7 p.m. at the wonderful theater, Alex Theater, for LA's best dancers, to see a wonderful performance, high energy, and we wish to see you there. Thank you, and stay tuned next week. Lights on LA. Thank you.